I have a slideshow ready to go, but I know that Sheeta would like to have a few words about the fantastic season that we've just experienced, and I know that Eckhart would like to also talk to us all before we actually start the meeting. So before I hand the meeting over to Josh, just to say welcome, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on the planet, and thank you very much indeed for joining us for our last meeting of the year. I'm Mike Kwasniak. I'm a theatre photographer. You'd never guess, would you, from the background? This is my local theatre incident in my hometown. Absolutely delighted to still be a board member. Haven't been sacked yet, which is quite extraordinary. And with that, I'm going to hand you over to Sheeta and just give her the spotlight. All yours, Sheeta.
Hi. First of all, I want to welcome our speaker, Josh Centers. He's going to do an excellent presentation on TextExpander so that you can all be a little more productive over our summer hiatus. And I want to thank all of you for joining us today and always. And I want to share a little slide with you that I created. Mike, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, should all be black and you should just see the logo.
Yes, that's
All
it.
right. All right. So we have had, and as program director and as class director, I wanted to just thank all of you who have attended our meetings over this past season. We have had 41 meetings. We have had 3 free classes, actually, and we have had 10 paid classes. For $30, that is not unreasonable. We have so much that we do give. We work very hard. All of us who are board members, we work tirelessly to make sure that you have content. And the images that you see that are starting up reflect all of the, what was it? 41 meetings, 10 paid classes, 3 free classes. So you are looking at 54 sessions that we have given in 10 months so that we can share knowledge with you or bring whatever knowledge that is out there to you. We ask that you invite your family and friends because if they're Mac users, we know that they're going to get something out of this as well. And we thank you because we would not be here without you. We cannot survive without you. And if you have someone who would like to join us, please have them join us. Someone in the chat, Jennifer, she said that she quit another group because they charged, what, $50 a year and didn't give half as much as we do. We charge $30 a year. But with all of that, I want to thank you for joining us, and I hope that you have enjoyed what we have put together. As I said earlier, I'm going to go now and sleep for a day and come back refreshed and enjoy myself and not stare at my computer too long. But I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I'm sure all of the other board members as well. I want to thank you for being here. And with that, I'm going to hand it back to Mike.
Thank you very much indeed, Sheeta. I'll
Mm-hmm.
just drop your screen share and
Mm-hmm.
find Eckhart. Eckhart, let me just spotlight you so that you can say hello. All yours.
Yes, thank you very much, Mike. I had intended to say something very similar to what Sheila just did in so many wonderful words, and I don't want to be repetitive. I think Sheila really said it all. And the only thing that comment that I may want to add is that I'm very happy to be surrounded by a board that is so dedicated and so intrigued and so willing to constantly look for further improvements. I think and not only do we have this great board, we really have also an outstanding membership, very interested in what we are doing, very loyal, very interactive. So I think we are a fantastic group, and I think the chances are we will not only continue to be a fantastic group, I think we will grow further We are a non-profit organization. We do have volunteers. We do try to be more than just amateurs. We try to be professional. So that's why we are paying for some of the services. And I think the result is that we are, I believe, unique in the North American part of the world as far as an Apple user group is concerned. So I want to thank all of you. I want to thank the members. I want to thank the board. And I'm personally just extremely happy to be part of this. So thank you very much.
Fantastic. Thank you very much indeed, Eckhart. Let's just remove your spotlight and quickly share my screen now. Just a couple of announcements before I hand the meeting over to Josh. First of all, just to remind you that, as always, there will be a new thread on the message board later today. So if you have any questions or comments that you'd like to make about Josh's presentation on TextExpander, please find the thread and use that. This is only for nice, tidy housekeeping. It's no other reason. It just means that everything about TextExpander will be available in one space. And you probably all know this by now, but for security reasons, the board have decided to introduce different Zoom addresses for all future meetings. So from when we start meeting at the beginning of September, each meeting will have a completely unique Zoom link. So please do not copy and paste any current possible addresses that you have, because they simply won't work. They'll be available from the website, as always. They'll also be posted to you by email a day or two ahead of each meeting. So really, really important to remember that, because we don't want dozens of members rolling in at the beginning of September and wondering why they're unable to join us for our first meeting. So we return on September the 4th. I am chuffed that Christian Boyce is kicking things off for us, and he's been wildly popular with our membership through the past year. A fantastic speaker. No matter what he talks about, I always seem to find something that that there are huge takeaways from his presentations. Really, really good plain English speaking presenter. And he's with us monthly, but his first presentation will be on September the 4th. And with that, I just need to introduce Josh Centers, who is with us today. Josh is the managing editor of Tidbits, a freelance writer and a frequent guest on Mac Voices. And it's my great pleasure to introduce him to us all this morning. And Josh, I will stop my share now and allow you to take over the screen. Thank you very much.
Hello, good morning. Can everyone hear me okay?
Yes, we
Yes,
can,
absolutely.
Josh.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Like sometimes I miss the old landline telephones because, you just started a call with hello, and now you started a call with can you hear me now? Like the old Verizon commercials.
Yes.
So, yeah, good morning. My name's Josh Centers. I'm actually not at Tidbits anymore. I do a little bit with them here and there.
Sorry.
I am now with TextExpander, as you can see by my shirt. I am the content marketing manager, which is a fancy way of saying I do the blogs and social posts. Thank you guys for having me today. And as Sheeta was saying, please support your mug. Please support NMUG, because there aren't many of these groups left, and they've done tremendous amount of work to build up these big programs and and have these great presentations. And occasionally they ask me to do one. So happy to be here. Thank you for having me. Let me see if I can share my screen here. Ideally, we're gonna try this. I may regret it.
That's okay.
I'm gonna try. We'll try one of these TikTok kind of deals. All right. Can you see my screen? Is that showing?
Yes. Yes, it's showing behind
Awesome.
you. Mm-hmm.
Good. All right. Yeah, I'm doing the whole TikTok deal this morning, so that way you can see me and make sure I'm not slacking as I go through my my slides here. Well, is it gonna let me? All right. So real quick before we start, the big thing, so I'm in marketing. The big thing we're working on right now, the rest of my marketing team is working on today. Tomorrow, we're having a telehealth summit. This is for anyone who works in healthcare. So if that's any of you or anybody you know, any of your families, and you would like to get them in on that, I have the link down below. If you can see that. If not, it's in the PDF that Sheeta shared with all of you. We're going to have some great speakers. Glenn Tolman, who is the CEO of Transparent. He's apparently a big deal. He has his own Wikipedia page. And we're going to have Dr. Danielle K. Miller, and she's going to talk about technology and healthcare. So we're doing a lot of inroads into the healthcare market, and that'll be a fun thing. So who am I? We run over some of this, but I'll just review real quick. So I do content marketing at TextExpander. I do the blog. I do social media. I do videos. If you check our YouTube page, you can see this mug here on a lot of those videos. I've been a TextExpander user for over a decade. I started I think I got a paid account when I was at Tidbits. Or I started at Tidbits, but I think I was using it even before then. And before I was with TextExpander, I was the managing editor of Tidbits for over 9 years. I contributed there for over a decade. I still do a little bit here and there. And every time I do an event, people still, every time, don't feel bad. I always get introduced as the managing editor of Tidbits because that was like my identity for so long. And I've also been a Take Control author for the past decade. Some of you have been to my past NMUG presentations on some of these books. Take Control of iOS and iPadOS, and I'm working on new books for those for this fall in my copious spare time. We're going to be doing an iOS Basics book and an iOS 18 book. And then I've done Take Control of Apple TV, Apple Home Automation, Notes, Preview, and you've seen me in Macworld, Mac Voices, USA Today, some various, places where I have some bragging rights. So let's talk about the main topic today. What is TextExpander? And I'm going to